Good morning, my people. I'm sorry that I'm putting you through this hard situation, but it's not in reality. I want to actually expose, I want to talk, I want to help. If there's anything I can do for a girl, a woman that's going through a hardship, I'm here. If you can listen to my voice, my words are an inspiration, my work, whatever I'm doing on Instagram is helping you, please follow. Yes, indeed, I was a victim of domestic violence since the year 2011 through all the way to 2000 and this year, actually May of this year. I'm not ashamed no more to talk about it because I actually move on. Like I told you, I put my weight down. I left my garbage behind, and I'm a different me. If you see the haircut, if you see the makeup, this is a different Judy. This is a different Judy that actually overcome a lot of obstacles in her life. And let me tell you, it's not easy going through one thing to another thing, through another thing. It devastates you to the point where sometimes you want to lose your life. Thank God for me. Every situation that I was facing was helping me to a better me. And to also teach others and to understand there's light at the end of the tunnel. There is always a positive side to this. Please keep going. Please don't give up. When I got pregnant, I was 3 months pregnant. I was asking my partner, please, let's go to the doctor. Please, let's do something. I wasn't feeling right. The first 3 months were nightmares. And he wanted me to go and, do something with my baby, which it was something that I didn't agree. It brought me to the point where I said, this is me, this is my life, this is what I have to go through. God help me. And I just decided it's me or my life or my baby or him. So I choose me and my life and my baby, and I left. At this point in my life, it was really hard because my family didn't know nothing about my situation. My brothers and sisters didn't know nothing about my situation. And here I am coming back, telling them that I'm pregnant and that I need to stay home because I have no job and I have no money. It was a really, really hard situation. For months and months, I struggled with my mom. She was like, of course, she was devastated. At the same time, she was happy because I was having a baby. But she wasn't really like, oh yeah, please come home and let's live the best of our lives. She was always telling me that it was wrong, it was wrong, it was wrong. And when you're hearing all these things, please don't judge people. Don't push people to their limits. Understand when a woman needs help. Don't judge a woman. We go through all these type of situations and there's a reason behind it. Help a woman in need. If you see someone that is struggling financially, don't push her to go through, the worst things in life. I even thought about becoming a prostitute because at this point I'm thinking I'm not going to have enough money to pay for my rent. I'm not going to be able to pay my sister for the whatever bills, right? But sometimes, and I'm sorry that I'm crying, but I'm going back to all I lived, and trust me, it's hard to overcome type of hardships. It's hard to live in a place where you're always neglected, where you're always told you're not good. Just help, because you don't know how hard it is to carry a baby and don't know what to do. Being pregnant is a beautiful stage and you're supposed to live it to your fullest. And when you don't, it's really hard also on the baby because the baby is getting all the emotions and the baby is suffering with you, which is something women don't know. And most of the time the babies are born sick because we are women. We don't know. We just go through ups and downs, and we are with the wrong partner. And again, God don't put us to that type of situations. We get ourselves into those type of situations. But sometimes we have to live them to teach. And God doesn't give you nothing that you cannot surpass or you know, hold on to, like something that He doesn't give you anything, any hardships that you cannot control, that you cannot live. And I'm thankful that I lived that. At this point, I said I'm not gonna cry. I'm beyond that, but it does hurt. It does hurt still, to the point. Thank God my baby was born just naturally, but again, she was born with a special need. She was born with a special, well, she had to have a surgery right after she was born, and that was another hardship that I had to endure, that I will tell you about it. Anyways, going back to domestic violence, please don't judge women. Help them out. Let's empower each other. So how did I do it to get out of that relationship? It was really hard for many years, because for me, in my head, it was like, that's the father of my child. I have to help him out. I have to live with him. I have to do my best. Even though, like I said, they're narcissists. These type of people don't understand good or bad. They don't care about being good. They just care about themselves and living their lives. And if they use you, they don't care. They don't have feelings. Or if they do, they hide them. So it's really hard to get out. They manipulate you to the point where you can give them your car, you can give them your house, and you feel like, oh, you're doing something good for them, because they make you feel that way. So please know, women, start by reading books. Start by reading the Bible. Start by thinking of yourself like you have a higher power. You can live a better life. You don't need someone to be telling you how ugly you are every day, because you're not. Whoever's telling you you're ugly, that person's uglier inside. When someone loves you, they're not going to tell you the worst things in you know, ever. They're going to make sure you live your life to the fullest, and you overcome anything and everything there is to a better life. And you're going to build an empire with this person. So please understand, my loves. I know it's hard to leave the person that you had a child with, but if they cannot help themselves, you cannot help them. If they don't understand they have a problem, they will never try to overcome it. They will never try to change. And they're going to drag you to hell, and they're going to try to push you and step on you, and they're going to do the worst things to you. And they're never going to understand. Unless there's divine power, which is God, and hopefully it happens to many men, but it's really hard. So please live your life. Please think about your children, because they are the ones that go through it the most. They are the ones that suffer, and therefore there's guys doing all kinds of things because they lived through it. They were abused when they were kids. Their moms were abused when they were kids. So they live all this trauma, and they pass it on to you and their kids, and it's a cycle that goes on, and it never stops. So in order for me to live this relationship, I got pregnant. I decided to leave him, but it didn't stop. There were phone calls. There were times where he needed money. There were times where he didn't have a car. There were times that, oh, I want to see my baby. After all those years, he was always there. And I never neglect my daughter. I always try to do my best to tell her this is your dad, and he's a loving man, and he cares for you, and he loves you, even though I was going through hell with him. And I was thinking, oh, maybe if I try my best. I didn't want it to live with him, but maybe at first I did, but then I realized, like, this is not what I want. This is not the father I want for my child. I want a better life for her. And I just stay with my mom and my sisters. At this point, I'm still there. I'm not gonna say they were the worst, because thanks to them, I am who I am too. They helped me They gave me a place when I didn't have nothing, when I didn't have nowhere to stay. So please, girls and women in general, ask for help. Sometimes we're too afraid, too ashamed to ask, but God is there too, and He'll guide you. He'll guide you to where you have to go. Ask for help. If there's a sister, a brother, there's your mom, ask for help. There's the centers, there's family resource centers where you can go, and they give you classes about domestic violence. And I want to give a shout out to Margarita. She's actually the best helper out there. She lived through it. She's how do you say that? She helps women to empower them. She teaches how to overcome domestic violence. And I mean, thanks to them, I am doing all these type of videos because they are encouraging me to do better and to go beyond. Now, last May that happened, I got beat up by this person. Like I said, I don't hold no regrets because that was an eye-opening for me. And I said, this is it. This is it. I went to the police and I told them I reported. And from that point on, I'm not in any type of contact with him no more. I don't want to put my daughter through this whole situation, but there's nothing I can do. If he doesn't love himself, I cannot do anything no more. So, one more thing. In order for you to get out of those situations, please think about yourself. There is power inside you. You can build yourself up. No matter how bad someone tells you you are ugly, no matter how bad your self-esteem is, you can build yourself up. Start working on yourself. Start reading better books. Start eating better. Start working out, because that's going to build you up. That's going to make you a better person. And once you see how beautiful you are, once you see people start telling you you're not the person they told you you were, you're going to start realizing I deserve better and I need to move on. And I need to do better because I have a daughter, I have kids, and they deserve to have a better life. This is not living. When you're being abused every day, when you don't know what's going to happen, when you're being cussed at you, like the worst names you're being calling the worst names, that's not living. That's just making you, that's hell. That's hell. And you don't want to live that. So think about it. Maybe the sex is good, maybe, but this is just a cycle. One day they hit you, the next day they're asking for your forgiveness. They're asking you, oh, I love you, please forgive me, but it's all a cycle, and it happens again and again and again. Like I told you, it will never stop until you put an end to it. So please, my loves, share this video. If it's helpful, please share it, make it viral, whatever. I want to help women, and what a better way to doing it than breaking the silence. Love and peace. This is your girl Judy. I love you to pieces. Keep God in your life because He helped me to be where I am today. Love you. Bye.